A bizarre resurrection. Imagine a brand backed by billionaires like Bill Gates, a company supposed to single-handedly save the planet, rocketing to a massive $14 billion valuation. Now picture that same company losing roughly 98% of its value, having its chief operating officer arrested for biting a guy's nose and facing leaked photos of mold inside its factories. By all accounts, this company should be dead. But if you look at the market right now in February 2026, something wild is happening. Beyond Meat is back from the grave. In just days, this beaten-down stock skyrocketed up to 800%. It is officially Wall Street's newest meme stock, driven by an army of retail investors and massive short squeezes. But behind this sudden explosion of wealth is a dark, twisting story of corporate disaster, massive lawsuits, and a desperate pivot where the company is literally dropping the word meat from its brand. Is this the next GameStop, or just another massive trap, leaving retail investors holding the bag? Today, we are diving deep into the rise, the disastrous fall, and the insane 2026 resurrection of Beyond Meat. Chapter 1. The $14 billion vegan dream. To understand the absolute madness happening right now, we have to rewind. Founded in 2009 by Ethan Brown, Beyond Meat had a utopian vision: create a plant-based burger that looks, cooks, and bleeds exactly like real beef. And for a while, the world bought it. When Beyond went public in May 2019, it was a cultural phenomenon. The stock debuted at $25 and skyrocketed to nearly $235, hitting a jaw-dropping $14 billion market cap. They partnered with fast food giants, leading to McDonald's highly anticipated McPlant. But then the hype died hard. As inflation hit, consumers realized they were paying a massive premium for fake meat, averaging about $4.20 more per pound than actual beef. When grocery budgets squeezed, the Beyond Burger went from a trendy must-have to an overpriced luxury. Meanwhile, a massive PR nightmare brewed. Traditional meat lobbyists spent millions labeling plant-based meat as ultra-processed, while social media influencers branded it as toxic lab chemicals. Sales tanked. McDonald's pulled the McPlant. The company bled hundreds of millions, sinking into over $1 billion in debt. But bad financials were just the beginning. Keep watching, because a shocking scandal was about to force an internet army to flip the entire stock market upside down. Chapter 2. Scandals, mold, and the nose bite. If you thought the financials were a mess, internal operations were a complete train wreck. In late 2022, things got incredibly weird. Doug Ramsey, Beyond Meat's chief operating officer, was leaving a college football game when a minor fender bender occurred in the parking garage. Instead of exchanging insurance info, Ramsey got out of his SUV, punched through the other vehicle's back windshield, grabbed the driver, and literally bit the tip of the guy's nose, ripping the flesh. Having your COO arrested for a cannibalistic road rage attack is the worst PR imaginable for a brand built on peace and health. The scandals didn't stop there. Leaked internal documents and photos from a former employee exposed horrifying conditions at a Pennsylvania plant. We are talking about mold growing on ingredient containers and walls. Internal reports allegedly showed that the deadly bacteria Listeria was found in the facility 11 times, and foreign materials like wood, metal, and plastic had made their way into the food. Between the nose-biting executive, factory mold, massive debt, and plummeting sales, Wall Street declared Beyond Meat officially dead. Hedge funds aggressively shorted the stock, betting millions it would go to zero, but they made one fatal mistake. They underestimated the power of Reddit. Chapter 3. The 2026 meme stock squeeze. Fast forward to right now, February 2026. Beyond Meat's stock was trading for pennies. It was a joke. But then a perfect storm hit the markets. Hedge funds had shorted the stock so heavily that reportedly around 80% of the company's free float shares were sold short. For those who don't know, shorting a stock means borrowing shares and selling them, hoping to buy them back cheaper later. But if the price goes up, hedge funds are forced to buy the stock back immediately to cover losses, creating a chain reaction of panic buying called a short squeeze. And the internet smelled blood. Retail investors on Reddit's WallStreetBets noticed this massive short interest. Then a catalyst hit. Beyond Meat announced a major distribution deal with Walmart. Suddenly, social media traders stepped in. A popular trader known as Capybara Stocks revealed he had scooped up millions of shares, declaring the company wildly undervalued. The result? Absolute chaos. Retail traders flooded in using the exact 2021 GameStop playbook. They held the line with diamond hands. Within a few trading days, Beyond Meat's stock exploded by an unbelievable 600 to 800%. Wall Street suits scrambled, losing millions, while day traders posted massive gains. Beyond Meat was no longer a food company, it was a casino chip. But while day traders counted their money, high-powered lawyers were quietly circling. Chapter T4. The lawsuits destroying the brand. Here is the harsh reality check. While day traders are riding this meme stock roller coaster, the actual company is dodging serious legal fire. Right now, in early 2026, Beyond Meat is facing a massive wave of federal class action lawsuits for allegedly hiding the truth from investors. In late 2025, they delayed their mandatory SEC financial reports. When the numbers finally dropped, they admitted to a staggering $77.4 million non-cash impairment charge. In simple terms, the massive factories they bought during their hype years are basically worthless now because demand fell off a cliff. Furious investors claimed the CEO and management lied about their progress. Law firms are aggressively hunting for lead plaintiffs before a strict court deadline of March 24, 2026. They are also being sued in Illinois for allegedly inflating the protein content on their labels. With the walls closing in, CEO Ethan Brown realized selling fake bleeding burgers wasn't going to cut it. He needed a complete, desperate pivot. Chapter 5. The ultimate pivot beyond. So how do you save a company when the country turns against your core product? You completely overhaul your identity. In a massive 2026 strategy shift, the company officially dropped the word meat from its name. They are now simply known as Beyond. The strategy? Stop trying to make plants taste like bleeding beef and start focusing on clean, healthy, premium plant protein. First, they reformulated their core burgers under the Beyond 4 platform, ripping out controversial seed oils and replacing them with premium avocado oil. This slashed saturated fat by 60% and secured American Diabetes Association certifications. But their biggest gamble is actively rolling out in Whole Foods and Sprouts nationwide, the Beyond Sun sausage. Unlike old products, the Sun sausage doesn't try to taste like pork. Instead, it proudly shows off whole chunks of fava beans, yellow peas, brown rice, and spinach. Reviewers love it, noting the fake, salty taste of the past is gone. They even jumped into the functional beverage trend in January 2026, launching Beyond Immerse, a sparkling plant protein drink. They aren't just a burger company anymore. They are pivoting to a complete wellness and fitness brand. The final verdict. So, where does that leave us right now in 2026? On one hand, you have a wildly dangerous meme stock. Retail investors are playing a game of chicken with Wall Street, pumping the stock up based on Reddit hype. It's highly volatile, and buying at the wrong time could leave you holding the bag. On the other hand, you have a company finally waking up to reality. By dropping the meat name, abandoning fake blood burgers, and pivoting to real, whole food ingredients like avocado oil and fava beans, Beyond might actually be building a sustainable business model. Will the meme stock army save the company long enough for this rebranding to work? Or will massive debt and looming March 2026 lawsuits bury the brand for good?